Hello and welcome back to your 30-day yoga journey, Spring Awakening. Today I have a beautiful practice called Pranayama Potion. And so what pranayama means is essentially just this deliberate energy activation or articulation of the breath to calm the nervous system and just utilizing it for its true benefits, the act of breathing, although it is something we never really have to think about, it's just naturally done within the body. Playing with pranayama has so many benefits. We've played with alternate nostril breathing, we've done box breath, we've done equal breathing, ujjayi. There's all these practices. And so today is going to be not not like a meditation, but it is going to be our meditation for the week in the sense that we are going to really just tap into the breath and allow the nutrients from the breath to basically do all the work here. Pranayama is one of my favorite things, and so I hope you enjoy it. And I suppose if you want to get cozy, there's not going to be much like asanas practice. So if you want to sit on a blanket or get really cozy, put on a comfy sweater. We're not going to build a lot of heat today or a lot of activation. So get comfortable if you'd like. Take or bring anything you might want or need to the mat. So whether it's socks, sweater, blanket, like I said, or a bolster, go ahead and grab those things now. We are going to begin in an extended child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as your yoga mat and then melt your heart, bringing your arms out in front of you. And I want to say here that everyone's shoulders are very different. And so sometimes bringing them directly in front of you isn't the most comfortable. So if you have like a very comfortable pillow or bolster, or something that's supportive for you here, go ahead and grab it because we'll be here for a minute or two. But also, if you are just allowing your body to be as is, you can kind of play with how wide your arms are in this position because, yeah, sometimes kind of coming into a cactus arm might be a little bit better for your body. So, coming into your variation of child's pose, extended child's pose, bringing your forehead to the mat or towards the mat, hands in front of you. And to begin, we aren't going to manipulate the breath yet. There's nothing to do here, so allow your breath to just be in its natural rhythm. Coming as you are, just showing up as is whatever the day has brought or may bring. Nothing to control. A way to think about this moment right here, right now is emptying your cup. So today I'm going to invite, for the sake of a little mini meditation service, is we're gonna practice, since it's called Pranayama Potion, emptying our cup so we can fill it once again. So allow your body to melt into your mat, into your body. Maybe you gently rock your forehead against the ground side to side. But once again, I cannot reiterate enough that there's nothing to do here except to possibly empty your cup. And emptying your cup is not negative, it's, you know, a way to empty so you can once again receive. Letting go of to dos, resting any possibly tense muscles in the face, the jaw, or maybe anywhere else in the body you may feel there is a gripping sensation. If you would like to set an intention, this is a lovely place to set whatever intention it is. But as your guide, I kind of would like to offer this idea of not doing, just presence. Right now, I was blessed with a beautiful spring day, a 70-degree day, so the windows are open and I can smell that spring air. So maybe you notice the smells or the sounds around you. Maybe you hear the birds or a car passing by, or neighbors talking. Allowing the breath to do a majority of the conversation here, and the mind to become a little quiet, if not entirely quiet. And then when you're ready, slowly roll up, no rushing, and just come to a seat of choice that feels good. I'm going to come into a kneeling position, so if you'd like to join, it's nice to prop a block underneath you. Allow your hands to naturally fall as they are. But if you're in a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, as your tailbone and your sit bones are on the ground. Right now, we're just going to tap into that grounding energy. And so maybe you start deepening your breath a little bit here. With each inhale, maybe you lift one of your hands. So if you would like, bring your hands to your lap and have your right hand on top of your left in this open palm. And as you inhale, allow your right hand to rise up to basically your heart center, maybe slightly under your chin. And with every exhale, just push that hand down and empty, 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 empty each breath until there's no breath left. So there's no counting, just simply breathing. So inhaling, a beautiful long exhalation in, and then empty, empty, empty. Inhaling through the nose and out through either the nose or the mouth. If you'd rather choose stillness, that is absolutely welcome. So we're going to empty our cups here. Inhaling lots of love in, exhaling, maybe letting something go. When you breathe in and then exhale into your furthest extent with that exhalation, it should just come naturally. So once again, we're not doing anything here. We're just following the breath, allowing the breath to lead. And let's just pause for a moment here, grounding down. All right, beautiful, beautiful work. From here, we're going to do a mini kind of like moving meditation, I suppose. So since we've emptied our cup and built a foundation, we're going to, since this is called Pranayama Potion, we're going to bring in some ingredients. So the flow is going to be like this. We're going to inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky, no rushing. Come into a prayer position as you melt it down on your exhale, hands towards heart, and feel free to tuck your chin towards your chest. And then we're going to inhale and open into cactus. And then exhale, float our fingertips down towards the earth, basically like bringing whatever spices or seasons into our vessel. And so take it with a grain of salt or have fun with it, but let's do it together. So inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands come down to the heart center as you exhale. Inhale, goal post, open heart. Exhale, float your fingertips all the way down. Maybe your chin comes towards your chest once again. Once again, inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, hands towards heart center. Inhale, goal post, arms, open heart. Exhale, hands come to earth. One more time together. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming into that prayer position. Inhale, big opening. Exhale, float those fingertips down. Now do a few more on your own, or I'll go quiet so you can connect to your breath. If you get lost, look at the screen at any point, or just find a modification or variation that feels better or feels good of a mini pranayama flow. Do a couple more on your own. Last round. If you're sitting on a block or in a hero's pose, you can stay there, but maybe you release your legs a little bit, bring them out in front of you for a second, and we'll transition to a Sukhasana pose, a comfortable seat if you're already there. If you'd like to bring your legs out for you for a beat or two, go ahead. But coming into a comfortable seat, spine nice and long, sit bones melting, grounding into the earth, shoulders drawn away and down from the ears. From here, we're going to stir the pot, I suppose. And so we're going to do what I call like our corkscrew cat-cow. So we're going to ever so softly and gently inhale as we melt our heart forward, shining the heart, and then exhaling, curling the spine, tucking the chin, inhaling, melting the heart. Maybe you find a sway, change directions when it feels good, trying to even out the body. So whether you do 2 to 5 going in each direction or you switch it off every rotation, just following the breath. The breath leads and the body follows. Maybe opening into the throat a little bit. And then once you've done your stirring, your expansion and corkscrew cat-cows, come back to your Sukhasana of choice, where we're just going to come to a quiet sit for a few moments. So kind of coming back to the beginning of our practice here. There's no doing, there's no manipulating. Allow the breath to naturally do as it does. Closing your eyes. And even though it may have only been a few or several minutes of this gentle pranayama practice, allowing those nutrients to absorb and collect here in a beautiful silence where we're not going to worry about anything. We're not going to worry about the time. We're not going to worry about doing anything. I've got your back. This video will come to an end. Don't pause the video and run away. This is a very beautiful part of all of it. So take maybe one beautiful conscious breath in and then settle in, stillness, while we'll sit together. I like to think of this pose as a soft simmer, since we're in our pranayama potion where we emptied our cup, added some spices and ingredients, and moved them around a little. Just maybe imagine a little soft simmer. Gently bring your attention back to the body. If you find yourself entirely content and lost in this beautiful stillness, please push pause. Stay here as long as you want, as long as you need. If you're ready to start coming out of this practice, let's take a nice, beautiful, deep inhale in, feeling that expansion, that opening, and then beautiful exhale. One more just like that. Inhale. Allow your eyelids to flutter open. Bring your awareness to your hands. As we inhale, reach the fingertips up. And then exhale, bring them in and down towards your heart center. Slightly tucking your chin towards your chest. Beautiful, beautiful work. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I really hope you enjoyed that pranayama potion. I love this week of breath and air, so much so that after my teacher training, I did get a tattoo that is on my side that's all about the power of the breath. I might have to do a whole series on it at some point. But I'm also realizing now, since I was outside barefoot a lot, my feet were very dirty. So if you saw my dirty feet, it is what it is. Why would I apologize, right? I was outside today enjoying the spring day, and hopefully you got to enjoy spring or whatever weather you're having. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you again. If you enjoyed this practice, like it or share it with others who you think might benefit or enjoy it. Otherwise, I will gladly see you tomorrow. Thank you.